Hi, Scott Orland with CINEMA-Magazin. Every so often you see a performance that literally blows you out of the water. You're about to be introduced to an actor who gives one such performance. Redmayne for the film The Theory of Everything.
Thank you.
You play a character that actually people can go on television and still see. Stephen Hawking is still around. So how do you balance it to not make it an impersonation, that you're not trying to imitate them?
That's a great question. What I went about it by doing is I was lucky enough, the director gave me a long time to prep, and so I spent 5 or 6 months reading as much as I could, watching as much documentary material as I could, meeting I had the privilege of meeting many patients suffering from ALS, motor neuron disease, what he suffers from, but most particularly, the most important part was actually meeting Stephen himself and his family and his kids and his first wife Jane, and really getting a sense of what their personalities and his personality was like. So that was the most important.
But as an actor, one of the utilizations that you have is not only your voice but your body. And in this you were kind of handcuffed in a sense because you didn't have that luxury. You couldn't really use a lot of your body. How did that influence your performance, being in that chair, being so twisted around, so to speak?
I mean, what's amazing, it's degenerative disease, so he starts incredibly healthy and you watch the decline, but what's amazing about Stephen is it's not just a withering of muscles, it's actually, there's a sort of, some of them have become quite sort of rigid, but it means that you access all these different types of muscles, and Stephen's mum always talked about how he had very expressive eyebrows, and so I spent a lot of time in front of a mirror realizing that as these muscles stop working, what you can still move becomes like the focus and the emotional focus of everything you're doing. So it was a really unique challenge, but like a really inspiring one as well.
Now I have a major question for you, which I'm not quite sure. You went to Cambridge too.
I did, yeah.
Stephen Hawking went to Cambridge.
Yeah.
So how come you're not a noted scientist that's writing books about the theory of time?
That is the question. That is the question. Because I am a fraud, and I chose the Peter Pan life of being an actor, and because my brain is a millionth the size of Stephen Hawking's. No, I studied history of art. My interests have never really been, until I started this film, cosmological ones. But it has been inspiring to start reading up on it and getting into that.
And did you read his book, right?
I did, yeah.
Did you I mean, I don't even think I could understand the title, much less. But did you understand his concepts?
Brief History of Time, I started reading because it was on day 1 of my prep, of months of prep. I was like, I should probably start with the most palatable one. And I started reading, I was like, it was talking about towers of tortoises, and then it was going back to like ancient times and explaining. I was like, I get this. I think I'm about to understand how the universe works.
Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, exactly. And then somewhere between page 22, 25, I suddenly realized I was a lost man. I had no idea what was going on.
Well, science's loss is acting's gain. I cannot thank you enough. What a phenomenal performance, Eddie. And this is Scott Orland. Till next time.